Hello, my name is Yvette Vartan, and my Capstone project comes to focus on the dietary evolution and its effects on dental health. So, the background is that even with the modernization and improved education about oral health, our ancestors had better oral health than we do today. The main reason for this is the differences in our diet. Our diets come to contain high amounts of carbohydrates and processed sugars, which contribute to plaque buildup, while theirs had minimal amounts of carbohydrates and no processed sugars, which resulted in less cavities. So, why does tooth decay a concern? Oral diseases come to affect nearly 3.5 billion people. More than 530 million children will suffer from dental caries. Tooth decay is the most common chronic disease in children and adolescents ages 6 to 19 years old. In adolescents 16 to 17 years old, tooth decay is 4 times more common than asthma. In adults over 20, 9 out of 10 will have some form of tooth decay. If cavities are left untreated, they will become much larger and start to affect deeper layers of your tooth. This can cause anything from a severe toothache to an infection, all the way to the loss of the tooth itself. So, what causes tooth decay in a dental perspective? Dental caries and cavities, more formally known as tooth decay, causes the breakdown of tooth enamel. Enamel is broken down as a result of bacteria that remains on teeth, which are known to help break down food. The process by which tooth decay can occur can be broken down by the following steps. Dental plaque starts to accumulate on the tooth. This is from consuming too much sugars and starches that are not properly cleaned off the tooth while brushing. Bacteria starts to feed on these residues, forming plaque. The plaque that forms on the tooth contains acid, which comes to remove minerals on the outer enamel. If left untreated at this point, the bacteria and acid can work their way to the pulp located on the inner tooth, which contains nerves and blood vessels. So, what causes tooth decay in a microbiology perspective? There are about 300 different species of bacteria living inside a person's mouth. Bacteria in our mouth come to feed on the sugars in the food and drinks that we consume. This is how they attain the needed nutrients to grow. As bacteria grow in the mouth, they produce waste as well. This is in the form of a biofilm known as dental plaque. Dental plaque that forms on the teeth actually comes to help the bacteria stick on the tooth much longer. The bacteria that comes to eventually make acids and wear down the tooth and enamel, causing cavities. The main bacteria that causes tooth decay is Streptococcus mutans, and lactobacilli assist in the progression of lesions within the mouth. So, a little bit more on the evolution of Streptococcus mutans. Three key factors that have evolved that come to contribute to the increased severity of the bacteria is increased acid production, the ability to form biofilms on hard surfaces of the teeth, and the ability to survive and thrive in low pH environment. As mutants came to evolve to be able to metabolize an increased amount of carbohydrates, natural selection is the reason which is as mutants are able to thrive in acidic environments. As humans came to evolve anthropologically, as mutants also came to evolve biologically. So the differences in diet. Hunter-gatherers diets contain meat, nuts, and wild plants, while modern diets contain meat, nuts, vegetables, but also carbohydrates and sugars. Introduction of pre-processed sugars and flours occurred in the late 19th century. So the average American diet also comes to consist of excess sodium, saturated fats, refined grains, and excess sugars. Americans on average are consuming much less vegetables, fruits, whole grains, dairy products, and good oils. Hunter-gatherers, on the other hand, their diets mainly consisted of various grasses, tubers, fruits, wild seeds, nuts, seasonal vegetables, roots, and berries. Their source of meat was from animals that they were able to hunt and fish. It is important to note that diets were composed of whatever was most efficient for hunter-gatherers around them. So, changes in tooth decay. Tooth decay only started to become a problem about 10,000 years ago, around the same time as the rise in agriculture. The frequency of cavities in hunter-gatherers was between 1 and 5%. The frequency in cavities in societies reliant on agriculture is between 10 and 85%. Why do teeth come to matter in anthropology? Teeth are stronger than bone, which means that they are able to withstand time and decay better. Due to this, there's plenty of teeth that are found in anthropological sites. There are large morphological differences between teeth, which can come to reveal information about a person's past. Teeth can also come to show a person's customs, diets, and general health of the population as well. So, connections between anthropology and dentistry. As there are many teeth that are found on archaeological sites, this gives them plethora to work with, as teeth come to contain plaque and which contains a person's DNA within it. Using dental plaque has come to provide more of an ethical alternative approach that respects the ancestor's body but also allows them to examine the remains themselves. Even with the latest and greatest technology that is available in the dental industry, one of the main ways to significantly improve one's oral health is through their diet. Thank you.